Hi Retro Gamers, and welcome to another pickups video from Ant Harper at retrogamescollector.com. Just a few things this time round, covering the last 2 months, October, November. I've been collecting for the older consoles again. Something I've been after for quite a while, for the ColecoVision, are these super action controllers. They're interesting in the fact they're massive for a start. Jeez, look at the size of that. I mean, I wasn't expecting them to be quite that big. I knew they had sort of a hand grip on them, but I mean that's a big controller with a big red knob. They were. They're a little strange. I haven't actually used them yet because there were only a few games made, 3 or 4 I think, made for specifically for these controllers. As you can see, they've got 4 action buttons as opposed to the one on the 2 on the original ColecoVision. I can just about stretch it. That's the original ColecoVision controller. Yeah, these ones got 4 action buttons. They've got the usual keypad on the top. They're sort of like chick-click keys. They go down a little bit, but they hardly depress at all, to be honest. You'd hardly know if you pressed them or not. They don't click or anything. Not very responsive, I wouldn't imagine. And this strange joystick on top. Excuse me. The thing's quite comfortable to hold. It might be a bit big, but it's still quite comfortable to hold. The joystick feels a bit sort of vague, I think is the best word for it. Not quite as vague feeling as a 2600 standard controller, but pretty vague feeling still. No clickiness, no real sort of sense that you've got it in just the left hand position. I'm not sure whether it's an 8-way controller or a 4. I would imagine 4, but I'm not sure. I'll have to look into that. It's got a strange roller thing on it. Not quite sure what that does. Yet to see. I mean, that's in a really odd position. It's not like you could get your thumb on it or anything to use it while you're using this. There's no way. Nobody's got hands that big. So I'm not quite sure what that's about. And the 4 buttons just fit on your fingers, and I think you're supposed to remember which colour's which while you're playing a game and press them accordingly, which I can imagine people be looking at the thing to try and remember what button they're about to press with what finger. Strange contraption. I've always wanted one because they look so bizarre. Well, they look so cool actually, but bizarre at the same time. Always wanted one. Now I've got a pair of them. I'll let you know what they're like when I've used them. I have got a couple of games they're compatible with. I've been rejigging my consoles in the games room, and I haven't had a chance to have a game on my ColecoVision for a while. So when I try them out, I'll let you all know how they play. I'm guessing not too brilliant, to be honest, but the cool things to have anyway. Next up, oh yes, the 2600. I've had something else bought for it. Another trackball. I've already got some in. I've got a couple of trackballs actually. The only reason I got this one was because it was, I don't know whether you can see, it's like new. Literally, I don't think it's ever been used. Came with instructions, and it was complete in box, which is also in good nick. Didn't have the polys inside, unfortunately, but hey, can't have everything. But I've got one in box now, which I didn't have before, so quite happy. That was quite a good price. That was off eBay. Wasn't expensive, so quite pleased with that. Oh yeah, the 2 super action controllers for the ColecoVision were also off eBay, and again, pretty good price I thought. Now my my favourite thing this month has got to be the Sega Mega Drive Genesis collected works. I don't know whether you can see the blind embossed. See if we can get the light to shine on it. Yeah, the blind embossed Mega Drive on the front there, Mega Drive motif, logo, icon, symbol, whatever you want to call it. Little power LED being the only bit of colour on there. Beautiful looking book, but when you look inside the thing, that's when things start to really. I want to try and be pretty careful with this, because the last thing I want to do is to put creases in the pages of this very, very beautiful book. It's basically contains pre-production drawings, pre-production illustrations from the games, pre-production sketches, ideas. As you can see, Sega were thinking of producing a VR headset at some stage, and those are the pre-production sketches. Got lots of plans. I mean, the greatest thing about this book is the gatefold sections. They're throughout the book. There's these gatefold sections, which you can open up, and there's some production sketches for production diagrams for the top casing of the Mega Drive. It's an absolutely beautiful book. I can't impress on you enough just how wonderful this book is. It's got 28 interviews with Sega team members, which are amazingly interesting read. Basically giving you an insight into how Sega worked and the production of the Mega Drive. These are the interviews in the back here with everybody who was anybody at Sega. And they're really in depth. 28 interviews, like I say, altogether. This was officially licensed by Sega and produced by Read Only Memory Books. I'll go and get one. I'll put the URL to the website below, so just check it out. Go there, and if you've got the money to spare, I definitely would recommend getting this. If you've got any interest in retro gaming, to be honest, you don't even need to be a Sega fan. This book is just so interesting, and is such a beautiful beautiful piece of art. It really is wonderful. Screens, sprites from the games. It's just got everything in it. You wouldn't believe what they've managed to pack into this book. A wonderful book. Probably my favourite book of all time, I've got to say. I collect a lot of books. I've got old books, new books. I've got all sorts of books. And I've got to say, this has gone straight to the top of my list. I think it's a mix of the fact that I'm a massive Sega fan anyway, but it's just so well produced. It's such a lovely book. I'm so glad I backed this Kickstarter, and helped bring this to fruition, because it was well worth it, and they should be proud of themselves for producing such a wonderful book. So well done, guys, at Read Only Memory. You couldn't have done it any better, in my opinion. Brilliant job. And the last thing that I'm going to show you this episode is another little something from my Spectrum. I don't know if you can make that out. It's a Div MMC. It takes SD cards, and basically you can run software from off the SD card on your ZX Spectrum. So this version's also got a joystick port, just a Kempston compatible joystick port, and it's got switches here which allow you to switch it for use on any Spectrum. So it's actually compatible with every single Spectrum, including the +3. and the Plus 2A, so I'm very excited to use that. What's happening to my screen at the moment? Yeah, there I am. So there will be a review on retrogamescollector.com as soon as I've checked it out. I played with a little bit. It comes with SX-DOS, which is sort of the latest operating system they're using now on these things. So I'll give it an in-depth review anyway, and let you all know exactly what I think of it. It looks a nice piece of kit. It's been nicely made by the looks of it. I like the fact it's on a black circuit board, so it goes with your Spectrum a little better. It came with an SD card, or a micro SD card in an adapter actually, but that come preloaded with the SX-DOS, ESX-DOS, and some software, other software, so it's ready to go basically. Plug it in, away it goes. Looking forward to using that, and I'll let you all know about it. As I've said, come with a very small, very short, shall I say, manual. Only how many pages? 8 pages in it, but I think it's pretty simple to use, to be honest. Comes with ESX-DOS 0.8.5 apparently. Yeah, looking forward to using that. You'll see it yourself soon on retrogamescollector.com. Right, thanks for watching. Until next time, folks, keep it retro.